I'm Jim Kircher, and we're going to the St. Louis Science Center, but not the part that draws all the visitors and tourists. We're going to the Resource Center because we like to shine a spotlight now and then on what might be the next generation of scientists and engineers. Now let me get these terms out of the way. Low income, at risk, underprivileged. Yes, that's who gets into this program. But this is about who comes out. College-bound young adults, knowledgeable in science and technology, the academic and the hands-on, as well as better interpersonal and communication skills, the so-called soft skills that employers are looking for. On most Saturdays at that building at the corner of Kings Highway in Manchester, you'll find about 50 young people participating in the Science Center's YES program, Youth Exploring Science. They do a lot of different things in different science and tech areas. They study, they attend lectures, but they do a lot of hands-on, real-world science, say like making body butter from scratch.
All right, so today the students are working on oil extraction. Each group of students had received 2 avocados. They had to measure and weigh them. One group had sweet almond oil, another group using olive oil, and another group is using grapeseed oil.
Just a lot of different things, natural products, and we're making our own body butters that we'll be selling soon.
Yep, make sure you measure the glass bowl first. So clearly involves a nice amount of chemistry and a nice amount of engineering.
For these kids, this is a great opportunity, but it's also a real commitment. They apply their freshman year and will do this all 4 years of high school. That's a lot of Saturdays. In the summers, they become teachers and mentors themselves as paid interns in the Science Center, working at the exhibits with kids and other visitors. Since the program started in 1998, 750 kids have participated in the YES program.
It's really an exploration into science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM, and also an exploration into what you as a teen want to do with your career and your future.
It is very important for our teens to be educated in STEM and science. First of all, these are the careers that are going to take us to the next level. So in their first year, they go through a series of what we call learning labs, and this is where they take on that first phase of understanding the language of science, as well as they start to work on their communication skills and understanding what it feels like to be in a workforce.
When they get into the program, the YES students can choose an area to focus on for the full 4 years: engineering, entrepreneurship, technology, agri-science, or integrated medicine and well-being.
Since I've been in the program, I've been in engineering. So when I first started, our first project was chairs. We were building chairs. And then the next year, we started building catapults. Then last year, we started building green dog houses. So that was fun because I want to be an architect when I get older. And now this year, what we're doing more chemical engineering, and we're making lotions and body butters and soaps and things like that.
You know, we kind of try to do a little bit of everything, where it'll be, some hands-on, some videos, a little bit of lecture, but not too much, because, last thing we want the teens to do is be here on a Saturday and just kind of hear somebody talk. And
exactly.
So we try to do a little bit of both and really focus on something they may not learn, in school.
On this day, we found the YES kids doing something that, takes a little explaining. They're play acting. They've taken on the roles of brain cells. They need to bone up on this stuff for an upcoming competition.
So we are practicing for the Brain Bee. So this is a competition put on by Washington University. It's like a spelling bee, but they ask neuroscience questions. So this is a neuron. So we're talking about how the different parts of a neurons, how do they communicate with other neurons.
What also helps with our program is we have college and career readiness package.
It meets for 1 hour every Saturday, and so that's focused on academic development, academic understanding, college preparedness, and career readiness.
We want them to be adaptable, we want them to be resilient, and we want them to give opportunities to try things out in the YES program.
If I wasn't in the YES program, I probably would have never actually continued to want to be an architect, because eventually I would have been like, oh, that's just math and squares and stuff. But because I've actually had a supervisor helping me, like, okay, this is how you do the blueprint, these are the programs that we use and all of that, it's really interesting to me now. And the YES program is what's made me want to go to college.